think recording would be better. You could highlight the good parts.
Yeah, but like that's the thing is like it's a lot of fucking work.
True. True.
I'll stream and record it, and then I'll just probably just dump the whole thing onto YouTube and just make a playlist for it. Make it easier. Okay, so that is now running. I can minimize that. Now I need to look at the notes and world information. We've got the Capcom. Okay, what we need to do now is I need you guys to go into. Oh shit, that's right. You guys, I can't see that here, but you guys will need to go into the sheets, and I need to make these public. Edited by save, close. Is it Li Jiang? Is that the correct way to say your character's name, Aiden?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually glad I got that right instead of just being generic American.
Yes. It's Li Zhang, but obviously it works out.
Li Jiang Tower.
Yeah.
Okay,
Li
so
Zhang, Li Zhang.
and then go ahead.
Both works.
Both works. Okay, fair enough. Jess, your character, you should be able to see your character card now. Aiden, you should be able to see your character card, and then Newt, you should be able to do the same.
Okay.
So go ahead and just start filling out all that fun information.
Oh no, it's not loading.
Oh no.
Oh no. I don't see no character sheet.
Can be edited and controlled by. Save it, do I? Oh. You want to know why? Because it didn't hit the show everybody, show the players button.
Oh, okay.
Ha! Breathing through the mouth hurts. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see those, and then I'll just go ahead and show this to everybody, and then make this. I can't control. I can't give it to Pyro because Pyro's not here. Okay. All right. What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Just welcome. Just have a great time.
What is all this? Jesus.
All right. Good. Let's do this.
So, what you are looking at is your player sheet, which is it's the exact same information that you would normally see on your that you see on Capcom or Compcon, whatever. You can just fill it out the exact same. Most of this you should already have. Oh, let me erase this. All of this you will have for your player sheet. The mech you will not, but everything else you'll be poggers.
Wait, what? What are we doing?
We're filling out the character sheets.
I don't know what mech I want. I barely understand the mechs.
Don't worry about it right now because as of right now, you guys are so dirt poor you can't afford them.
All right,
yeah,
good.
I remember that. But working up to that was like fun. That was fun.
Oh, believe me, this I was trying to find a creative way to make the mechs engaging, and like, you know, when you go to war, it's not only a combination of, you know, you're going to kill stuff, but also there's a financial, you know, investment from you guys. And there's now I've also thought of, well, how can we also make it so, because like you can get the GMS things, like everyone can get GMS stuff, like that's you know, they are the loose ladies of the galaxy, if you will.
Not the loose ladies.
The loose ladies. But the, you know, the different cores and stuff like that, actually, Aiden, you'll have a bit of a better time just because of your background. The way that we'll be doing a lot of the licensing, you know, you need to get a certain reputation with the guys you're going for. Well, for example, again, we'll get it more into this once you guys see the worlds and stuff like that. Well, actually, let me save that until you guys get your mission because it'll be a little bit easier to explain it once we get to there. So let's just fill out
Yeah,
your.
shut up, Ghost. Let's fucking fill this shit out. I wish you would have given this to us sooner.
I am sorry. One of you who is not here. I was just hoping Pyro would get here sooner. And besides, this is the first one, the first day of this. I was kind of expecting to spend most of today's time, if not all of it, just kind of getting set up, doing very, very, very minimal RP, getting you guys kind of filled in on what to expect, some general information, you know, and maybe going over a very high level strategy / plan with you guys in regards to how you guys want to tackle the tasking. And then that'll be it. I mean, not this coming week, but the week after, we'll really start kind of getting into the worlds and how you guys want to handle them. Right?
Shut up. Okay. This would be a lot easier to fill out. I know what the fuck I was looking at.
Is Monster Hunter copyright music?
Probably.
Yes,
Mm.
it is 1000%.
Well, I was hoping to put like, you know, non-copy like Spyro Year of the Dragon. You can like play that. No, RuneScape. RuneScape is non-copyright music
RuneScape is indeed non-copyrighted music
for whatever reason. So you know what? We take those.
because it was made by someone who did not want to spend a dime on it. And
Heck
it
yeah.
ended up being a huge success. And they started spending a dime on it.
Man dropped an absolute banger, refused to elaborate, and then left. And you know
he
what?
elaborated after.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, so I filled out like the common sense ones, but where do I find pilot grit? What the hell? Oh, that's at a 0. Okay.
It's zero.
Yeah, it starts 0.
And then where do I find the mech skills?
Let me get back to the player sheet.
Tactical profile.
Yes.
Tactical profile. Gotcha.
Yes,
You think I can
sir.
look up your agility? Wow.
Agility.
Agility. Oh, you know, it's funny because when I was filling out the thing for person, it asked for their health, like their health. I didn't know what the fuck that meant, so I put their actual health. Turns out it was appearance. Why can't they just
Whoops.
say appearance?
There are some quirky and unique things that this combat system uses, and yeah.
Like, I
It's
wish
not
I would
like
have said
other
appearance. I would have like elaborated on her appearance, not her health issues.
Yeah, she's really healthy with her blue hair and monotone look. No, we just need her health points. Oh.
No, it is not even. Whatever. I'm just gonna put some basic ass shit. She's 5'4", and
Yes.
she's got blonde. She's got a blonde. Would it be a buzz cut? It's not a buzz cut.
What are you trying to describe?
Her hair.
Mm-hmm.
She got
Like a
fade
G.I.
going
Joe
on.
shot? Like haircut?
Like what?
Like a G.I. Joe, like just buzzed down to the scalp?
No, she doesn't though. Like you saw her picture, didn't you?
Yeah. Hang on, let me pull it up. I can just let me see that. Let me see that pilot. Let me see that. Just describe it as like short blonde tracer haircut, and that'll pretty much get the point.
Bet. Short blonde tracer haircut.
And then also, please make sure if you can try and grab the icon, so that way as you guys are going in between the different scenes of that I pull you guys into, you can just click and drag your character into it.
Mm.
And that'll just make it a lot easier, so that way I don't have to go around and just like constantly grab them. I don't want to do that because I'm lazy as shit.
Friends and foes, none.
Watch out, kids. We got a badass over here.
Pilot armor 0. 0. Why does it ask for the name for her pilot armor? Oh, it's called the mobility hard suit. Okay.
Question and answer.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that sometimes.
Electronic defense. Speed. Excuse me, sir. What the fuck? You just changed the page. I'm doing shit. 10.
Here, who's a Lamousie?
That is the profile I use, so that way I can have 2 tabs open. So just ignore it. It's what I'm using to share, to stream/record.
You know, you can pop out the windows. So you
What?
You can pop out. You can pop out the windows, so you could just put them on the side instead.
Wait, what?
You can pop out the windows.
How do you do that? Well, yeah, you keep saying that, but like I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Look at
I
the
think it
top
means you
left
can
of
pop
whatever.
out the window.
Look at the top left of whatever you have there,
Uh-huh.
or a profile sheet. Yeah. Click
Top
on
left
that.
of the profile sheet?
Take a character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Top left. Click on the 2 windows, the 2 boxes. In a box. You know.
I have no idea what you were referring to.
Yeah, the 2 boxes in the box.
The 2 box of the... Yeah, I'm looking at the character sheets.
Yeah. Look at the top left of a character sheet. What do you see?
Just a little, like, dash.
Hold on.
I don't think we're speaking the same language, hombre.
What is this?
Oh, I can rejoin as a player. That's kind of cool.
Why?
Boy.
Look at my stream.
Okay. I am looking at your stream. Except it
Okay.
is a black screen. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. See this?
Hang on. I'm trying to locate your mouse. Can you, like, wiggle it around a little bit? Oh, there. Okay.
Character sheet. Top left. This thing.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just the character sheets.
Click on that and it pops out. You can do that with the character sheets. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't need those.
Yeah, but you can do it with other stuff. I just use the character sheet because it's the most convenient one to use.
How did you minimize the profile or the pictures?
Settings, character pop-out windows.
Thank you.
I think.
It didn't do anything.
Never mind. I'll go through.
Graphics.
Oh, yeah. Reset. Nice. Keyboard track. Might have to just right-click on them. Nope. Oh, that's my macros. Haven't set any up for this one yet. Our library. Yeah.
I can enable 3D dice. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, 3D dice is pretty cool. You can do this with them. I don't remember how to roll the 3D dice actually. I'm not.
Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, pilot gear.
Ah, here we go.
Audio and
Go to
video.
audio and video, then video display, and then names only.
Thank you. That is a lot easier to. Thank you. Oh, so much less space being taken up. Everyone is still having no issues with account setups and stuff.
Pilot weapon. I have 2. Wow.
Yeah, friggin' Pyro just said, I'm gonna take 2 rocket launchers, and just shows violence. Kinda scared, to be honest with you.
I don't really know what this is for.
I went with a mortar. That one a mortar.
How do I put variable damage?
You select what kind of damage you think your weapon will do. Now,
Well, it tells you what kind of damage it does. And it says,
variable damage means that the damage will be whatever kind of weapon you have. So, say you wanted to take a rocket launcher, then it would be explosive. Maybe you got a heavy machine gun, and you got kinetic.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's an electric heavy machine gun. You get it.
Electric heavy machine gun.
Maybe you got a plasma sniper. That should
That
do
too.
energy.
Yeah, it do be doing that energy though.
That's some pretty good energy damage.
So, in other words, my character doesn't have shit. My character doesn't have any weapons. You know, that's what it seems like.
We ain't got shit.
If you didn't equip shit, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't equip anything.
Oh, you should do it now then.
I'm doing it.
Oh, I should ask, Aiden, are you and Pyro going for like any crazy like min-max things, or are you guys just gonna be kind of playing the game?
Pyro's going for a drone build, and we found some pretty nutso shit. So.
Okay, so I should be aware of that. All right.
Yeah, and I'm just going tank here. I'm gonna eat some damage.
Yeah, because I know last time we played, Terran was going for like this super crazy like meta giga thing, and I just started creating more and more like absurd bullshit just to deal with him.
Sound about right.
It was like,
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to choose a heavy signature.
That also might have been me, Ghost. That
oh,
was
I
the one you
remember.
made.
Yeah, I remember you and Terran, because like I remember Terran had this like size 1 mech that had like 3 primary heavy weapon systems, could cloak and move like 90 fucking feet all in one turn. So I just had to like start locking his ass down every fucking fight, or else he just became a fucking menace.
That may have also been me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like when Aiden blew up like a whole fucking planet.
Whole planet? Yeah, funny
right.
story about that.
Are you sure it was Terran? I don't remember Terran doing all that much, honestly.
Yeah, Terran, not really, no.
I had to lock him down.
I can definitely, like...
I'm almost sure most of it was me.
There was a
Like-
lot that was you, but like I also let you guys get away with some pretty goofy things. Terran was going for like just pure fucking damage. I don't think you that man was doing damage.
I gotta see
Are
Terran's
you
build
sure?
again.
Yeah.
Can you share Terran's sheet with us? I want to see it now.
I purged all of that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because I was like, oh, hey, this is the exact same table I was using. Just grab everything on top of the table and just slide it into the trash can. Look at that, a clean table to use. Like, I literally have in some of the other tabs that I have on here, I have like one page that it's called the previous board barrier. So that way I can grab some of the old icons that I was using, because goddamn, I don't know what Giggle Chrome decided to do, but like to download some of the like transparent icons now, it doesn't download them as PNGs. It downloads them as like web pages for some fucking reason, and it's disgusting. I hate it.
There's no place I can put pilot gear.
There you go. I found my old Lancer invention sheet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It won't let me put anything as far as in guns go. Do I just like?
What do you mean guns?
Well, okay, so like I'm gonna just screen share because I'm too stupid to explain.
You're good.
All right, look at my sheet.
Yep.
So this is my weapon.
Yep.
Do I just choose whichever one sounds the coolest and then just slap it as the title?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it does this?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright.
That's been my understanding of it.
Those are just examples, by the way.
Yeah.
You can go with whatever you want.
I'm going to have a sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle.
Heavy, exotic.
Super giga anti-material long-barreled.
Anti-material.
I took a mortar, so have fun.
Sniper rifle.
This girl out here describing the most intricately woven and like.
Oh, should I
Unique.
get even more? Alright, it's gonna be a pink heavy.
Go nuts, go nuts with it. It's just gonna be a standard anti-material rifle.
Sniper rifle with a cupcake keychain. That's too funny. Alright.
I'm not like the other snipers.
Yeah, my
The
sniper's pink.
The fucking pick me e-girl sniper class.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Actually, it's not e-girl anymore, alright?
Oh, has the meta changed?
Yeah. It's pink core. That's what they call it.
Oh, okay. Alright, my bad.
This weapon can be used to fight as a quick action instead of a full action. Hey, yo!
There's gonna be a giant fucking fight going on, and like the enemy team will be looking at you guys, and they'll be like, "Where the fuck is the sniper?" And then like 3 building blocks down, they'll just see this RGB light strobe effect going off in one of the like windows at like the 9th floor, and be like, "There she is!" And then it's too late. The fucking bolt round already hit him in the head.
If I may,
I'm a
Go.
revenge.
one of my previous inventions was the anti-material rifle.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a
Yeah.
piece of shit.
I want to give it to death.
I'll need to do a rebalance forge work on that entire worksheet just to kind of take a look at it. But I mean, we can. Again, I always like to say it's either a yes but or a no but, or a yes and or a no and.
Yes.
'Cause I want you guys to feel like you have the creative freedom.
Yeah. I mean, this is all the stuff that you already went over, but I understand if you want to go over it again.
I'll need to take a look at it because I'll be honest with you, I haven't really done a deep dive into the combat mechanics just yet. I've like
it is already shared with you, so I'll just
Yeah,
send
yeah,
you
yeah.
the link, and you should be able to.
yeah. Actually, why don't you just put it in here? I'll pin it so that way the rest of the group can see it, and
You got
then
it.
if anyone else sees something that they might be interested in, then
Do keep in mind some of the more recent stuff that I added in there just for laughs are ridiculously stupidly overpowered. So they're not recommendations; they're just there, chilling.
such as
AOF and AOFT and drill missiles. These are all stupid things. Iron Guard 1.5,
there we go.
I think.
anti-oxygen flamethrower. Anti-oxygen flamethrower is a powerful weapon that uses the handling of mechs and their pilots. The AOFT can be upgraded to the AUX, mount for mechs. It is equipped with a regular flamethrower to prevent the AOF causing planetary devastation. What?
It's a super stupid thing that I did. I literally woke up from a cold sweat like, I'm gonna make this as a sheet because I think it'll be funny.
I just don't understand. What do you mean anti-oxygen flamethrower?
Look up what anti-oxygen is. Anti-oxygen fire is. It's literally one above it. It's the stupidest fucking thing I have ever come up with, and I love it.
Oh, I'm not supposed to copy and paste all of it.
Oh, is it above it? Oh.
Like, one tab is
Anti-oxygen
ordinary.
fire is fire that
It's
doesn't
so
require the
fucking
oxygen to burn,
stupid,
meaning it
and
can
I
burn in the vacuum of space. Should the AOF come into contact with something it can't burn, it will simply stay there and build up its temperature to the melting point of the material. The AOF has a purple base and blue at the tips. Whatever you do, don't let it spread. There is only one weakness to the fire. Regular. We put out the fire with fire, sir. Oh, thank God.
woke up in a cold sweat one night, like I'm gonna.
The fire transformation occurs in which it turns to turns the hyper fire into regular fire, stopping it from annihilating the planet and all life forms on it. However, the AOF reaches the size of 20 hexagons, the fire will become unstoppable until it is burned, and it will become a new star. AOF is to be that we're gonna work on that one. Well,
No. Ghost literally had a nightmare, and I made it into a thing. That's all it is.
oh, so it's literally nightmare fuel. Perfect.
Yeah, it's literally nightmare fuel.
Perfect.
I did not intend to bring this into the campaign at all. It was a meme.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, homie. That sounds cursed. That shit cursed.
Imagine what the dream was like.
Yeah, I believe it.
Weird.
Kip, are you good with your character sheet? You've been quiet, and I'm getting worried.
Yeah, I'm going through it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Des, do me a favor and take a look at the Lancer's Invention Docs sheet. There is something there for you. The second table there. You may like it.
1 second, I'm trying to fill out all this fucking pilot gear. There's not a lot of stuff you can put pilot gear in. I'm just fucking copying and pasting everything. This shit's weird.
Iron Guard is a set of robots based upon the autonomous seen in our previous adventure. The Iron Guard are built to the express purpose of protecting the designated VIP, only listening to their commands unless instructed otherwise by designated operators. Any and all commands can be vetoed by the creator of the Iron Guard grid. The kill word in which all power is cut to the Iron Guard. The kill word can be changed at the discretion. Price 75,000 shekels. Why shekels? You know there's an in-game currency, right?
That wasn't me. I think that was you.
Oh, self-inflicted wound. Oh my god. Drill missile. The drill missile.
Oh, they added a chat? What the fuck? There's a chat now.
What do you mean?
There's a chat in the Google Docs.
Yo, we turn it up in the Google Docs. Wee-woo.
Wee woo.
I thought there was more on this.
No, we didn't run long enough for me to actually make some weird shit. The only thing I really got to build with it was the Dabum. That was for Kaiser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Apocalypse gun. That thing was a menace.
And the long gun, yeah. The Hell gun.
Oh, yeah, the Hell gun. Oy.
Never got to shoot the fucking thing, but I built it. I remember why I was doing a lot of this shit too. It's because I felt like the pilot gear was lacking. I was like, I'll make some pilot gear. Fuck yeah.
Oh man, the custom ammunition cost base is 250k.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, there was a reason for that.
Yeah, shit hurted.
Shit hurted, yeah. Well, due to the nature of the Hell gun, everything in its blast radius on a successful hit removes all living and non-living objects in a sphere radius. I remember why that was so expensive. Yes, also be aware, you will not be able to afford this thing.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to. Hellgun's been done.
Mm.
I gotta come up with some new shit.
It's beneath me.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do a little bit of editing here.
Yeah, go nuts.
Make this box red because I don't want it anymore.
Des, are you good with
Yeah.
your sheet or do you need help?
I'm muted right now. Yeah. I'll think about drill missiles because Pyro might want them, honestly.
Okay.
And I'll keep the regular missile sheet here because the water rockets was a beautiful thing. Oh, you know, anytime my pilot gear, I forgot about that. There's not enough stuff in this for pilot gear. Never mind that. I'll just keep it on the side.
Hey, Ghost, if we were to dual wield pistols, would that count as 1 or 2 for or would we even be able to?
You are
For
roboting
mechs
hard.
or for your pilot?
For the pilot.
I think that's the way that it's handled by the mechs is it's considered 2 slots.
And what about for pilot?
I think I would keep it the same.
It'd be the same? Okay.
Yeah, I would keep it the same. At least just my logic is 2 weapons, 2 guns, you only have 2 hands.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So I would have to have 2 light signatures, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, you can do 2 light signatures, or you can do what it sounds like the group party, the murder hobo mindset, it seems like, of the group is, I'll just take 2 heavy signatures, so that way I can fire 2 rocket launchers instead of just 1.
I think he's forgetting about the loading thing, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hey, you know, you'll be fine. It's just fine. If you kill them all in turn 1, then they can't fire back. Just make sure they're dead by turn 1. Sure as hell make the combat a lot easier for me. Fuck.
Hmm.
Oh man. This is something we can figure out now, but I'm also thinking we have like turn timers for combat, just because I know the mech combat is gonna be fucking grueling. Because like it's
Right.
like what is it? Let me pull up one of the fucking Lancer sheets.
I mean, we got 4 boys right now, which shouldn't be too bad. And Dot wants to play a support character.
Oh, Dot wants to play anyways?
I mean, we were talking about it to him last night, me and Pyro, and Warring. We're briefly having a conversation about our Lancer stuff.
Oh.
And then we're like, well, what if Dot wants to play? And he was like, I want to play a support character because I didn't get to play enough last time. And I was like, yeah, all right, let's get Dot in here. So yeah, and then that's why I asked now. Can we invite Dot? Because I want Dot in here.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Actually, Des inadvertently got there before me. I never got to make the AMMR, so I want to make that for someone. And since Des is going sniper, fuck yeah.
Let me say it like this. At least my thought is, if Dot does join, which is totally cool, I don't see an issue with it. I would definitely say we'll need to figure out what would be a good turn timer. Just because, I want the combat to be quick, because for me, I fucking hate slow combat, and these mech fights I know are gonna be at least a good 2 to 3 hour fights alone. It just sounds. That just does not sound fun, at least to me, and I'm the one running the shit, you know.
Yeah, that's the other thing that goes apart. That was like, I don't want to impose though, because if the combat sucks, then, and as you know, normally 4 players is the magic number.
Four
But
players,
I was
yeah.
still like,
Well,
we could do it with 5.
well, this is something once Des comes back from the living, I would be willing to propose to you guys, because the combat system for Lancer is obviously you take, you know, as once you hit 0, you just pop like a core or something like that. Let me fucking find one of the character sheets. Hang on. That compendum frames. Drake, fuck it, I don't care. There's structure points. So like, once you go from 8 HP to 0, you lose a structure point, and then you could take, you know, whatever. So you would have to that thing would have to take what, 8 times 2 is 6. So that thing would have to take 32 damage to die. And your weapons do at most what, like 5? Aiden, what are you gonna run?
I'm gonna find it again real quick. I'm running with the Yamamoto, right? The homebrew.
Well, when you build it, yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah, when I build it, but
yeah, but that thing's gonna be a whole different. I mean, like, before you get to the Yamamoto. Or are you planning just to not run anything until you get the Yamamoto?
I mean, that was the plan, yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, the HP is 12 for the Yamamoto.
Okay. Kip, what are you gonna be running?
I have no
idea.
goddamn
Okay.
clue.
And then I know Des is gonna be running a sniper of something.
I am gonna be focusing on a hacker build if that's just what you want to know.
All right, so he's going Goblin. I don't mean there is literally a mech called the Goblin, by the way.
That
okay.
specializes
Yeah.
in it. Yep. Yeah, is it? I think the SSC would probably be best for Des then, because there's like the Duskwing, there's fucking Swallowtail, which are all.
There's quite a few good sniper mechs, but one of them shines above the others. But we'll let Des decide. And I'm going heavy ordnance, so and tank. It shouldn't take too long to get a massive mech like Yamamoto. Size.
I don't think you understand how.
I'm Ghost, I'm memeing.
Okay.
I know it might be a hot minute. In the meantime, I'll just build some cool shit.
Well, that's kind of the fun thing. I was trying to figure out how, like, and I'll get more into this when we actually start the campaign here, but I was trying to figure out how we can have. But my thing is, I wanted you guys to get invested in like I can give you the missions, but to me that's, I don't know. I can give you guys where to start, but I've always enjoyed when the characters kind of, or the players come up with how they want to interact with the world. And so I think this mission you guys are really gonna like because of how it's set up. At least I hope so. But it's also gonna be a little bit daunting in the beginning because of what you're being tasked with. It's quite daunting. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe it might be even better if Dot does join, because then you'll have a 5th boy.
Yeah.
Because originally I was gonna propose like we do the combat timer, but then I didn't know if you guys would be interested in just taking the structure points of all of the mechs and cutting them in half. So instead of having having to like chew through fucking 90 goddamn health, you only have to chew through 45 on like a fucking Barbarossa. But that also means like the Goblin only has like 16 hit points.
It's spicy.
I'm good with having no hit points.
Excuse me. The Goblin has 4 structures and 6 HP. So it has a total of 24. So a Goblin would have a total of 12 HP, basically.
That's pretty good. I don't know if that's good.
Well, in comparison, let me pull the Barbarossa up, which is like the iconic big boy. Barbarossa has 4 structure points and 10 HP, so it has a total of 40.
Oh, nice.
So if we did it based off of what I'm proposing, it would actually have a total of 20.
Hmm.
The Napoleon would only have 12. What has the most health? Blackbeard is 412. God damn. So the Minotaur has 4 structure, 12 HP. Holy shit. That thing's a gremlin. So yeah, the Saladin, the Blackbeard, the not the Minotaur. The Minotaur and then the fucking Valor all have the most HP of 4 structure, 12 HP, which is a fuck lot of HP, especially when you consider that they have like different E defense and, you know, save targeting and all that other extra shit. Like, these are some gnarly fights.
What is it? Quick action?
It is as it sounds.
Just a quick action.
Yeah, I'd have to read the description.
It's almost like a bonus action.
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
D&D.
Yep.
It's the police. We have your child.
Yeah, no. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
It is coming towards
Welcome
the
back.
end of making my sausages, so I'm gonna be gone for like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Alright.
no worries. We're kind of just chilling anyways.
Yeah, because we got a whole fucking sheet, a whole nother sheet to fucking fill out.
Hurry up and make your sausages.
Those sausages.
This is the fun, exciting part of getting a whole Baba Booey built. The prep work.
Yeah. Yes, the prep work. The most fun part.
The
for
most
sure.
fun part, yeah, the
Yeah.
mostest fun part. That's right. This is exactly why I wanted to spend the first session just kind of getting everything in order because imagine we were gonna do a mission today. Oh. And we only have like maybe another 45 minutes if everyone can even put up with that.
Oh god. Okay.
It's alright. It's kind of, again, I wanted the first session to be lighter, more just kind of admin stuff, get the easy shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Worry about the rest of it afterwards.
Not gonna lie, this is probably like the hardest stuff for me. I'm always shit when it comes to the technical aspect of everything.
That's alright. Believe me, it sounds like Aiden and Pyro and Dot are gonna be more than happy to train. So it's all good, man.
Because like everyone's talking about inventing these things, and all I put down for my medium signature is just shotgun.
Believe me, it's sufficient. It's the funny, user-friendly, community-driven game. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Toss.
So do I not have to worry about these core bonuses and reserves and that shit? I'm
You
assuming.
will eventually, but for now, no. And I say that just
Alright.
because, like, we haven't gotten to. And again, it'll be more. You'll have more understanding when we kind of get into the financing side of this game.
Right.
But
okay.
yeah, mechs are expensive, and your employer is not about to just bankroll you a couple multi-million-dollar mechs for absolutely no ROI.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you. That makes sense. I mean, you got to do something. Like it's not just oh here you go, here's a mech, and then you just go off.
Exactly. Well, and that was the one thing whenever I was reading the original like lore of the game, they're like, "You are a lancer. You are the front line of defenses, or you are the cavalry." And it's like, yeah,
Like
but
no, I'm a bum. We're bums. We have no
tanks are
money.
fucking expensive, bro.
We're just bums who have no money right now. We
Yeah,
need money to
exactly.
get fucking mechs.
I also like to think of it as like that's also a way for you guys to like feel the investment. Like if you build a mech, you're not gonna just like go murder hobo with your mech, because if that shit explodes, well, now you gotta go and repair that shit, and if it costs you like
Yeah, to buy a
3
new
million
mech, right?
monies,
Yeah.
you don't want to go out and just start shooting up a fucking village if it's gonna get donked. It's bad business, it's just bad business.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not gonna be like the money system in D&D where you always just get paid in gold and then money just doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
But
No, yeah, that is the one thing that I have had quiet beef about Lancer, is that there is no inherent money system. All of it is just, yeah, just
what
go.
is it, like credits?
So the currency is Muns. Basically, that's how all of the financing is done.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, again, it's no big deal, but it's a case of like, okay, but how much is one Barbarossa versus Pyro?
I fucking hate my family.
Reasonable. Welcome to the crew.
Welcome. Good for you to be here.
Welcome to the party, Pyro. What took you so long, bud? What's the situation? Glad you could join us, Pyro. Sorry?
Twitch.
Yes, I am streaming. Please refrain from the gamer words.
Yeah, no, Ghost is streaming. Thanks.
Kill shot,
no.
motherfucker.
No.
Also, Ghost, I think I'm done on Roll20.
Huh?
I think my Roll20 character sheet's done.
Oh, sweet. Why do I hear a double mic?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Insane. The voices.
Yeah. No, my mother decided today's the day that on like one of the few weekends I don't have anything to do. That we're gonna do a bunch of shit.
Oh, I hate it already.
And yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No, like Aiden can attest to this. I don't get home until like 9 o'clock. Monday through Thursdays usually.
Oof, God, what the fuck, Pyro?
I leave at like 8 usually. Very rarely am I on. And then when I am on, pretty much everybody goes to bed. And then on Fridays,
Yeah.
I get off at 5, and then sometimes I'm able to play.
Mhm.
The weekends are like the only fucking time I can get on.
So Saturdays is a good day for you though?
Yeah, just maybe later.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I know this week, as Des kind of mentioned, she was like, we said Saturday, and then I just assumed 4 because we had mentioned it, but I guess it wasn't like clearly communicated. So I'll need to take note and make sure that we get a good set time. So that's cool.
I could do it at like 5:30.
Okay, and then go ahead.
I can easily say that no, I'm not doing anything else. I've worked 8 hours today. I'm done. So
Okay, so if we do like Saturdays, and once Des comes back from making her Sussex, we can really kind of hammer out the time. But Aiden, are you here? Okay, Aiden is dead as well.
Aiden was moving stuff today. That's what I heard.
Because I'm thinking if we do like planned time 5, hard start 5:30, and then we go till about 7:30. That'll give us about 3.5-ish hours, which, at least in my opinion, like if you go anytime like 3.5 to 4 hours is like the max. Because at that point, usually most people are generally fried by after about 4 hours.
This is coming from like you're talking to me, Ghost. It doesn't matter for me. I've done 8-hour-long sessions
Oh god.
Oh my god.
as the DM.
Bro, how? Oh
That's
my.
even worse.
I'm fried and I'm just like trying to keep everything in order. After about 2.5, I'm usually kind of toasty. How the fuck do you do 8, Pyro? What the shit?
I said it's happened. I didn't say I do it regularly.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Oh,
But
disgusting.
I have done it in the past.
Oh, that's ugh. Okay, well, while everyone's fucked off, if you go into the Discord and you should see my post
20.
at like 441 roll 20. Click that and then let me know when you're in. I will send over the I'll put your character sheet as public and then you can just fill that out.
Oh.
All right, you should have access to it now.
It's loading. So I see 5 people in the roll 20.
Yes, the 4 of you, and then I have, because I'm streaming, it's just easier for me to just create a dummy account and then just have the dummy account watching on my second monitor so I can stream through there. As much as I would love to ask Aiden to stream every single time we play and then record and then send it to me, I thought that'd be a bit annoying.
Aiden's scuff setup. You really trust that?
Yeah, what the fuck happened? He just built Sparky 2.0 and he's telling me that he's having loading time issues with his web browser already. I'm like, what like hentai fucking midget porn are you downloading, boy? It hasn't even been a year.
I assume we are level 0.
Sorry?
Level 0 or whatever it is.
Yes, yeah, everyone's starting level 0. Yeah, and then Aiden and Des were asking if Doc could join, and I'm cool with that. I'm just thinking because of how fucking grueling combat is going to be, there'll probably be a pretty tight timer on that. Just because.
Set a 60-second timer for
Yeah.
you have this long to actually say everything you want to do.
Yes. Just because. For me, like I like when combat is kind of moving and fluid. D&D can't, like, fighting is fucking agony, especially when you're, like, early game, like, barbarian. It's like, alright, I'm gonna run up to him and swing my club. And then I'm gonna run up to him and swing my club. And then you miss twice, so I guess I'm back to looking at my phone. You know, it's just, like, it's so fucking boring.
I still think it's funny.
Mm.
In my campaign, I had massive, like, massive battles. I don't know how to put it other than it was like sometimes the party would be up against like 50 things,
Yep.
and that was a lot to manage. But then there was like a castle siege, or not castle siege, but like a nation like war.
Yeah.
And they were in part of it on the front, and I had to do a whole thing with y'all are given a mission kind of thing. Go
Yeah.
accomplish it.
Go do thing. Yeah, you're gonna. I really, depending on how, again, this is purely off of how you guys handle the mission, but I think you guys are really gonna enjoy what I've come up with / what the sandbox that I've kind of built for you guys. Because I'll admit it is very, when you finally get the mission, you will have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. But it's daunting. It is daunting.
I have permission to view it, but I can't. I
Oh,
accidentally
can you not
added pilot armor,
Hmm.
and I can't delete it.
Sorry, hang on a sec. Signa Burger. You should be able to. Can be edited and controlled by Pyro, so you should be good. Where is it? Let me see if maybe I
I have 3 pilot armors, and it won't let me delete them.
can. I only see pilot armor 1.
Let me
Try and just
fix
close it out and reload it.
Okay, never mind. It's not there anymore. I don't know.
It's just being a little quirky and unique right now. Don't worry, it's fine. I swear.
Sorry about that. Had to move a fridge.
Okay. Is the fridge good?
Hopefully.
Aiden only dropped it down the stairs twice.
So actually did do that.
Oh God.
It's a matter of time now. We'll see.
You back?
Also, welcome, Pyro.
I hate my family.
I understand.
Get in line. So once Des rejoins, we will be good to go. Well, obviously, Pyro, once you're done building your Baba Booey character sheet.
I opened up the good old invention sheet, Pyro, and oh boy, did the memories flood back. Might actually be able to make the AMMR, and I'm so happy. So I didn't get to make it last time.
I know I just need to copy and paste stuff, but
Yeah, that's the gist of it. You've got snack.
You got mail.
Male? Why not woman?
You got female.
Stupid question, but Aiden, you've got your character sheet all set?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just didn't put the gear in there because there wasn't enough
Oh, good.
room.
Okay, for the triggers, is there a spot to put like what it actually does, or is it just
Hold
put
on,
the
what?
name of it?
Let me take a look.
Wait, what? What
Triggers.
was? Oh, triggers. That's in the trigger
on.
section.
No. I'm asking, is there a way to put it so that there's
A description. You mean?
Yeah.
No, not as far
No,
as
it
I
doesn't
know.
look like it.
Okay.
I would say you could probably put a note underneath the trigger, like in the notes box, describing what the trigger does, in case you need to.
I mean, I just have both the ConCon and the Roll20 thing open.
Mhm. Yeah, you only need like 4 books, 1 dictionary, and an encyclopedia to play the game. It's easy.
Usual D&D things.
Yeah, just D&D things. Having to do like rule lawyering on the most. What does it mean when it says expand water? Does that mean the water grows, or is that the surface area of the water is increasing?
Wait, what?
Like when someone says like they're gonna cast like cube of water, but then someone casts like, water expand or something like that. Does that mean the volume amount of water increases, or does the total amount of water increase? As in, does the like?
Are you talking about an upcast, or are you talking about?
Yeah, see, see what I'm saying?
Are you ritual casting that, or?
Yeah. I would like to build 1 metric cube of water. Okay.
Well, ritual casting doesn't have too much of a like care on like what it does. It more just changes how you do it. So
I just told Des to hurry, so hopefully we'll be able to move it along. Because don't get me wrong, and I'm glad everyone was able to get together. I want to fucking start.
Work.
do I need to put in the evasion on my bonuses, or is that? Oh wait, no. That's health. Blind.
Yeah, you guys have a rather. It's kind of interesting that, how everyone has built their characters, because Aiden, you're a builder, Pyro's a builder stealth fixer, Des is a sniper. Kip is just general damage. You guys have surprisingly gone for like a generally stealthy team build, which is hilarious because of what you guys have been assigned to do. Will require probably a bit more subterfuge in the beginning than just straight, outright murder hobo.
Oh,
So,
I promise you that there will be no subtlety.
oh, I know, eventually, but like in the beginning, a little bit, a fine finessed hand is gonna definitely be needed, and it's actually gonna work out really well for what you guys are starting out with, and this is completely unplanned, which is just wonderful to me.
Ah! Oh, that's fine. I saved it.
What the fuck was that?
Don't worry.
Why did you scream?
Something spilled, but I didn't. I fixed it before it got bad.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's still all over me, but it's not on my computer, so that's good.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. Oh, look, the weird hives that I get every now and then from touching my dog. Yes. I'm sure there will be no downsides to this.
There'll be no downsides to this whatsoever. It's just impossible.
I had a new idea for an invention.
Already?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
I noticed.
For my AI, and I'm gonna make it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna make it thick or something. I was like, I mean, you can. Weird tarnished, but again, not a sin.
I'm just saying, shit, AI literally becomes infatuated with me at the level 3 of it, so...
I'm so glad that I was looking at how, like, one of the things I'm going to be trying to figure out how to get is, like, different voice filters and effects, because I think
Right.
that'd be really fun just to be able to have for more immersion and everything.
Mhm.
So, now that you've told me this, I am worried, because now you're telling me that I'm probably going to have to get fucking VTuber voice girl effects and start doing ara ara, and you're going to be so fucking confused as to when this is going on that it's still me doing it.
Oh, fuck.
You said it, not me, bro. Nice cock and balls, bro.
It doesn't say that it's infatuated with me, but it says you are significant to them in a way few others are, and that's I don't know what that.
I don't know what that
Interpret
means.
that
I
as
don't like it.
All I'm saying is that I may be building a robot waifu. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're gonna go full fucking Halo 4 Cortana on me, dude.
I might just do that. Like,
On God.
invent or create, it might come into clutch here.
Hey, if it works, you know.
I mean, there's a personal drone I can have in the meantime. Because right now she's just pretty much in a floppy disk on my belt.
This is my wife. Dear God, there's more. No.
No. Yeah, personal drones. Small non-combatant drones are common light in the field. Sight in the field. They're fairly noisy, but can fly up about half a mile with
My
good
God, what the
maneuverability
fuck?
before losing signal, relaying audio and visual information as they go. That's a shitty little drone.
Hey, it works.
It works.
You'll be amazed at the goofy bullshit you can pull off with it, you know?
I could just whip out a 3D printer and quickly print out of.
Remember, wife, you are replaceable.
A shitty little pocket 3D printer. Yeah, handheld printer. A miniaturized version of Union's full-scale printers. Handheld printers can be used to make simple objects out of flexible and durable plastic.
Wife, fight back. Kill wife. Think about wife.
Print
Regret.
new wife.
Print a new wife.
Better makes no noise.
Ah, yes, the traditional trad wife. Doesn't say anything. Completely robotic. Built to perfection.
Small, simple objects out of flexible and durable plastic. That's the important part.
Oh god, it's breedable.
As long as you have the right pattern chip, wife, come here. I must print you off once again.
Oh my god, that's
I'm sorry, I clubbed you to death, wife. Live again.
nothing personal, wife.
You know, it's becoming more and more apparent to me, by the way.
Hmm.
We have cloning technology.
Yes, we do. Well,
I could literally grow a wife.
yes, but no.
I'm gonna replace her brain with a robotic one, Ghost.
Well,
You can't-
that's the thing. You would first have to find a willing, conscious person because at least based off of historic rules, you're only allowed to have one clone or one person. But then again, if you're going to be taking a person to then imprint, okay, let's think about this. Let's talk about this through this here. If you're
I
going,
just need someone's DNA.
you would need a willing volunteer to sacrifice their body in giant air quotes here to then imprint your your AI waifu onto that person so that way she can then manipulate the person who volunteered to be used as a skin puppet by the AI.
Now, hold on. I'm not saying that we clone someone and then use them as a skin puppet. I'm saying that we do a bit of an Ultron,
Oh boy.
in which we literally just print off some tissue, slap a metal brain in that bitch, and call it a day.
Slap a metal brain in that bitch and call it a day. Okay.
I hate that this is going to be added to my invention sheet eventually.
Probably.
I'll have a separate section in the Yamato completely dedicated to printing off more and more wives, so I can just pilot more and more of the ship by myself. And with wife, of course.
Igabot wife.
Regret.
That is heresy. Which is something that you will have to factor in. There are technophiles and technophobes.
Of course I know him. He's me. There you go. I did a bit of editing to the MMR because there's a few things missing. Should be better now.
All right, so I'm looking at the talent stuff. So I just put the talent in there. And... Okay. Never mind. I'm figuring it out.
Good. Because I will probably need help figuring it out myself because I'm dumb.
Oh, that is a horrible feeling.
What's that?
I got a bit of syrup in my pathetic beard, and it is terrible.
What'll happen?
I gotta shave after this. That's what did it. That ended it right there.
Honestly, like, that's usually like 9 out of 10 times. That's usually why I end up shaving, is because it's just it gets like so scruffy and ugly that I'm just like, yeah, this does not look very cash money, and I don't like that.
Plus, I kind of look like a Three Musketeer when I shave the beard off, and I'm about that.
I'm so glad just to have like random RuneScape music in my background, just kind of doing God's work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It just really brings the immersion in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
How City Skylines is helping psychologists understand complex personality disorders.
Fucking what?
IGN, what the fuck are you on? Scientists have turned to the metropolitan management game City Skylines to shed light on the relationship between personality traits and complex problem solving. As part of the study spotted by SciPost, the researchers asked a pool of 242 volunteers with personality disorders such as schizopow, histrionic, and dependent to place City Skylines to see how these traits affected their performance at the management sim. The overriding goal of Paradox's interactive City Skylines is to steadily grow your settlement from a small town into a thriving metropolitan blah blah blah. Balance, assuming you can successfully spin all the plates at once. More complex, however, mistakes. This is the complex digital playground that the researchers used to examine which personality traits were most strongly associated with a person's complex problem-solving capabilities. Each of the study participants was given an introduction to the game and presented with an identical digital city of 2,600 residents with 50,000 currency to spend and a satisfaction level of 90%. They were then given 120 minutes to grow their cities to a population of 5,000 residents while keeping the satisfaction level at least 75% and making sure that the bank balance remained positive.
Special equipment. Are we allowed any or no?
No. Special equipment. I don't know if that. Do you have the option to start with it?
On the
Alright.
character sheet, it's there, so that's why I was asking.
It's
underneath licenses, so.
I don't see any
Finally
special
there.
equipment currently in your.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Do I need to pick one? Or...
Welcome, Des.
Hey,
Is
welcome
it-
back to us.
God.
I'd say we hold off on those for now because I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do more about special equipment.
Special
That'll-
equipment is for mechs and stuff.
Oh yeah, so if
Okay.
it's for mechs, then no.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I wasn't sure if I needed to add it or.
Oh,
You're
good.
Yeah. We worry about that when we actually get mechs.
Yeah, once you guys can afford the mechs, you can worry about those then.
But holy shit, Des. Perfect timing.
Cool. So then, Pyro, you are all kitted and goated with the sauce.
Yes, I think. So.
Okay, very good. So then, we'll go through it real quick. Everyone is good to go. Yes.
I'm good.
Before we do.
Yes.
Before.
Yes.
Right before.
Yes.
Des.
What?
Oh, good. Check out the Lancer's inventions in Google Docs real quick, and then look at the AMMR. It's the second table down.
I'm currently eating a very greasy sandwich, so I will not be doing anything.
We'll do that later. All right, Ghost, go ahead and do your thing.
Before we start, just some general housekeeping that I want to get through. Obviously, we'll be doing this on a 2-week cycle. It sounds like Dot will most likely be joining us here for the next session. Just off of the general request, which is cool and fine by me. I will definitely be implementing a combat timer, just because the way that Lancer is set up, the game is built for big brawling mech fights. I like big brawling mech fights, but fuck me, if we have to spend 3 hours on one fight, I will actually kill myself. So we're not going to be. Well, I'll have to find a good balance. Maybe it's like 1:30. Maybe it's, I don't know. I just don't want to spend 2 hours on a mech fight. It's too slow for me. So we'll probably need to do some field testing on that, just as an FYI. But at least for my assumption is probably for the first 2 sessions, we probably have very minimal to no major combat. Especially since you guys will be in your pilot sets. I don't plan to try and kill you guys off that quickly, but we'll get to that bridge when we get there. Second thing, we're good for Saturdays. It sounds like Saturday later afternoons is kind of more preferable. I was going to offer we shoot for like a 5:30 to 7:30 or a 5:30 to 8:30, but I wanted to kind of get you guys' opinions just so that way, not next week but the week after, I can better kind of try and figure out how much we want to get done in that session. So would you guys prefer a 2-hour session or a 3-hour session?
I think 3 hours is better, just because you get enough time to do things you want, and it's a good medium between a long ass session and too short of.
Right, right.
It can take 2 hours it can take an hour for somebody to get here. So
You know, I love a good 8-hour session, but
he's the fucking reason.
Aiden is the problem.
but I understand that people don't want to stay here for 8 hours, so I'm good with whatever works.
Okay, so I'll try and plan. Let me actually, as we're talking here, let me kind of take down some notes just so that way I can kind of keep on top of everything here.
While he takes down notes, I'm gonna grab some as a coat because I'm cold as shit.
I love that our roles have reversed, Pyro. Now you're the cold one and I'm the warm one, and I like it now.
How are you cold? You're in Texas and it's about to be fucking summer.
If you don't like the weather in Texas, wait 5 minutes. As Pyro would say now.
Yeah, I'm rather surprised. Kip, you're good with like a 3-hour session then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. 'Cause yeah, I think 3 hours will be that sweet like money shot of we're just long enough to enjoy it, but not too short where we're not getting anything done. Because yeah, especially if we're gonna be waiting 2 weeks, I definitely don't want you guys to be like. I want to keep you guys hungry to keep playing the game because that's my goal. But I also don't want to oversaturate and then burn out. That's the last thing I want to try and do. So Pyro, I have to ask before we get started, how the fuck are you cold in Texas and it's like April?
It's been like 50 degrees here.
Oof.
Like
Okay.
the past 4 weeks.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, fair
It's
enough.
been cold as shit. And I live in a concrete barn.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. So the heat temperature just don't work like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It
Well,
got
it's
that
like
European build.
If it's hot,
Mm.
it actually is still cold in my barn.
Oh, that's nice.
Relative to outside.
Right,
But
right,
it's
right.
always cold in my barn.
All right, so then Des, let me know when you're done with your greasy sandwich, and then we'll get started.
When can start? I can
Okay.
talk. I just can't
Yeah. One last thing before we get started, if you can go into your character sheets, and I don't care how you do it, I just need you to put in your profile icon, just so that way as we're going through the different scenes, you can just click and drag your character into like wherever we might be at that moment. Just so that way I don't have to, because I'm lazy as shit, and I'm gonna make y'all work.
It's fair. Wait, what? Ghost, I actually changed your avatar.
You what? I managed to do that. I don't even have an avatar.
I think it's because you still are on the sheet.
I am. Weird.
I don't remember where my D&D shit is.
Oh, I will say this, Ghost.
Hey, you found it.
You can 100% thank the combined effort of me and Dot on why my backstory is the way it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're good. I read that and I was like, God damn. I cannot wait for you to introduce that to the group. It'll bueno. As I like to say, I love that we have like a good, like, you can literally see the scale of like player depth and creation from like goofy to like actually sat down and thought about like the character they want to make. Because like on the far left end side, we've got fucking Singa Hamburger, who's just, well,
Singa.
you can introduce your character when we get there, and then like we've got Sam Hyde, who actually has like a family and like background and a description which I could actually use to do some fucking world building around. It's oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I'll put it this way. Aiden's a longtime D&D player.
Mm.
I don't know about Des or Kip. Is that your name? I don't know his name yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kip.
There you are.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know about either of them, but me and Aiden have been doing D&D for a long time, and I ran a session for almost a year,
Fuck.
and that was like
God, that was a
weekly.
beautiful game.
They destroyed the world.
Usual stuff we do, you know.
So I had to nuke them with magic.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting we'll probably get to that. The objective on my side is just to try and prevent things from literally going, you know, Cold War for as long as possible, because I could very quickly see that being a problem, but we're not going to talk about that.
I'm fine playing out a World War II scenario, so long as I'm America. I don't want to be the Japanese.
For real. What are you going to do? Nuke us again? Oh, funny story. Funny you should mention that.
We bombed 2 of their boats and they dropped the sun on us twice.
One sun per boat, my guy. All right. I just need. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and just move into the next area, and then whenever Des uploads or gets her character in, we'll go ahead and start from there. All right.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the world of Lancer. Each of your characters has come from different parts of the galaxy, but all falling into line of what used to be from Cradle or the old Earth. You guys, at least from the descriptions and the information that I've gathered, were kind of brought together by more of the mission and the intrigue that came across it, as none of you are connected in any way, shape, or form. Let me click that and then click. So this is where I'll need you guys to drop down your icons in anywhere inside the room.
I don't remember how to do this.
Just click on your player sheet and then just drag it onto the thing.
It's not doing anything.
Hey.
What did you click?
You just click on your character name, and then it opens up the character sheet, and then drag your character name onto the field.
Pyro.
Yeah.
Stream your screen real quick. Thank you. Okay. On the right, when in your journal, click and drag. There you
My
go.
fucking god. Damn it.
There we go.
I get it. Can you? My image, it's elongated, so they just compressed it, so now I'm a wide boy. Yeah.
All right. Des, are you done with Sussig?
No, but I'm uploading the thing.
Donkey.
I'm just sitting here peeling my burn scab.
Thank you for that horrible image.
There's a lot of
It's
things.
super deep. Now, this is what happens whenever you pull the stupid and you're welding on something that's as thin as like an 1/8 inch, and you melt it, and then it falls, pivots, and then just slides down your arm.
Yeah,
Alright,
I had a feeling.
Anyway.
There's a lot of things that I wanted to hear today. That wasn't one of them. Yeah.
Oh, Pyro.
I uploaded my picture, by the way.
All right, perfect.
Pyro, the mockumentary that I sent you last night. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It goes over the cordyceps, and I remembered. Oh shit, the conversation we had a while ago. We'll pick up on that later. But I just wanted to bring it up.
So, each of you have arrived on a contract mission, whether that was through, spaceindeed.com or just different advertisements, you found a wanted job description on the ship's name is the Green Moon. This ship is it's more or less a mercenary transport ship for Lancers. As you guys know, Lancers are the cavalry of the far future of humanity. You guys are the brightest, the best, but sometimes the goofiest and the silliest of the bunch. You are the cream of the creamed crop, and you guys have been asked to partake in this mission, as you guys have accepted. But inside the room, or at least inside the hangar, as you guys have all been called into a kind of a general open area, a staging room. Just for the sake of simplicity, because there are no icons for any sort of guard unit. If you see any sort of S's, if they are blue, they are friendly, just kind of individual. There's no squad icon, so just think of the S as a guard, a trivial guard or person. If it's blue, it's friendly. If it's red, it's enemy. Pretty straightforward. But I need to do that because there aren't any in the game yet. But by the side of the room, you see a man. The guards are kind of standing out doing their own business. But the door on the far end of the room, you hear a loud pressurized just and then the door slides open and a man walks through. A little bit bigger. There we go. Alright. A man walks through the door and looks down at his roster sheet and begins calling each of your names to stand in front of him. If I can get a Singa Hamburger, Desiree, Sam Hyde, and Li Jiang. Report to the main hangar area, please.
Perfect American.
Where do I need to go?
I remember you. Been a while, man.
I'm just gonna stand here and twiddle
These
my
are
thumbs.
different characters just for a sake of reference, but I just really liked this character icon and I didn't want to let him go.
I get it.
Yo, no way, you have the same one. What the fuck? That's beautiful.
I like this. Is fucking cool. Leave me alone. All right. So, he calls you to line up and says, "Follow me. We're gonna be going to the main navigation room where you'll be briefed on your mission. Please follow me." And as he does that, he just kind of walks back and then goes through the door.
Let's
Do we
go.
follow him?
I guess.
And with that, you guys begin walking through this just absolute maze of a ship, going up an elevator, down a couple flights, passing by crew and just different maintenance personnel alike. The ship is massive. I mean, it is quite literally designed to handle the weapons of war, your mechs. Currently, the hangars are empty, so as you pass by these different bays, if you will, everything from something able to hold the size of a goblin to being able to carry a Barbarossa. The ship is just empty. It seems, for something as large and as powerful, it doesn't seem all that busy, but the crew still, nonetheless, they do their best to maintain and operate it as best they can, but, things don't seem to be moving as well. Eventually, though, you guys do make your way to the navigation/control room, where there is a wide display of terminals, security guards flanking the door that you guys enter into.
I immediately walk over to the big computer.
There's staff, again, there's different navigation and flight officers just kind of quietly typing away at their, actually, let me see if I can...
This man is playing Galaga.
Just
Man, just play Galaga.
kind of quietly typing with different comms officers talking and discussing different navigations and control patterns as things go. Travis, though, kind of gestures you to come to the table and kind of gather around, if you will. He just kind of makes a gesturing towards himself with his hand, asking for you guys to kind of stand around the table. If you guys want to increase your character size, you don't be afraid to. I mean, I know...
We can't.
Oh, you can't? Really?
They're
we
token
get
sized.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, hang on. That's kind of...
That guy's just really big.
He's just big. He just built different. You know?
Just built different.
You should make them 4 squares large, just for the sake of like.
Hey,
That's so much better. Yes,
That's a big boy.
look
that's like way better.
look at the size of the boy.
I gotta use like the map. There we go. Okay. So, Travis kind of gestures and pulls out almost like a data slate and begins reading from it. And he says, "Hello, my name is Travis Viscara, and I will be your handler for this task op."
I'm just looking over his shoulder at the tablet.
The tablet's empty. He's just kind of reading it, but he's got the tablet in front of him. You'll be hearing shortly from our clients who have contracted me out, and I have hired you out for this assignment. I don't quite know what we're going to be doing for this, but I was asked to gather a couple Lancers together as there was a mission that came through, and I'll be honest with you, the money seemed pretty good, so get ready. And so,
question: what's my job?
save all questions for the end. It's my understanding that, and he kind of he reaches out with it almost looks like it's about the size of an iPhone. He pulls this like very sleek glass-looking, almost tablet, and places it on the desk or the table. And as soon as he does that, a very small orange female AI bursts onto, kind of like rises into the tape from the table, and Travis goes, "Roxy, could you?" And he kind of just gestures at the data slate, and she kind of laughs and brings it up on screen.
I remember her as well.
Before we get started with all this, again, the only thing I have is it's from some union rep, so I have no idea what this is gonna be, but the pay is good, so if y'all are interested, just let me know.
I'm just jaw dropped looking at the hologram.
As Roxy begins to kind of move the data, you see it's literally just one of those classic, the tablet lights up for a second with a video, and then as soon as it does, it pulls up onto the table, and now a even larger, but this time blue, holographic woman appears on the table. She's wearing very, very clean, stylish, very professional looking clothing. Just simple black slacks, a very clean white, almost like suit vest combo. Her hair is done up in a very tight bun. Everything about her is just very clean. It is very punctual and very it's simplistic but to the point. As she kind of comes onto the screen, her voice immediately comes up, and again, she is also reading from what appears just to be a notebook, essentially. And she begins, "Hello, Lancers. I am your union admin for the length of this task. It is a pleasure to meet you." There's a long, noticeable pause. "You have been hired in secret to support in a grassroots operation as Union begins its great third project. Please give yourselves a round of applause in celebration for such an exciting opportunity." There is another long pause.
Yeah, my microphone can't capture me clapping, but yes.
I'm just oogling at the technology. It's nothing like they had in McDonald's.
I whispered to my floppy disk containing Sachi, "You're better."
He then continues, "When Union was founded thousands of years ago, our methods were more archaic in principle. War and violence was as much a necessity for keeping old humanity in check as it was a more direct and easier to understand method. With the third project, our goal, and your goal, is to remove these tyrants from their greed and control of the populace and ensure those representatives of the... And right before she like gets to the phrase, a very robotic voice kicks in, Canopus sector are prepared to accept Union authority with little resistance. She pauses again for a very long second.
Oh boy.
I will leave this to you and your handler to determine how to execute this tasking. But you must, by all means, ensure the following are completed. Number 1, all worlds are in compliance. A third project administrator, such as myself or another representative, will be sent to review and grant or confirm full compliance has been established. Number 2, Lancers will oversee Union assimilation into the system. And number 3, no political or military factions can impede Union assimilation. He pauses again. Please use the next 3 to 5 minutes to introduce yourself and your compatriots. Travis immediately kind of gestures towards Roxy, who pauses the video, and he kind of just looks around at you guys. Well, you heard the lady. Sorry?
I snapped 2 out of the trance from looking at the table. What?
Des has just been looking at the man next to her with like these bright, like big fish eyes of just like staring him down. I was like,
So
she's just been staring at him this whole time.
I am Li Zhang, call sign Simpo. And this is Sachi. I hold up a floppy disk. I do not explain or elaborate further. this is Sachi. What?
Girl, you want to go next? Travis kind of gestures towards you, Des.
My name is Des.
Wonderful. He gestures towards the gentleman next to her. You go next.
Sam Hyde, call sign Newt.
Riveting. And Red Eye.
Hi, my name's Singa Hamburger. I'm not a lancer. I just stowed away on a drone. I don't know why I'm here.
I love how he's the most normal guy out of
I'm from McDonald's. Big call sign. I guess we'll go with Quarter Pounder. That was my favorite burger that I made. I don't know what we're gonna be doing, but I guess we'll have some fun along the way or something. I don't know. Yeah. Also, how the hell does this table fucking work?
Travis kind of slowly puts his hands up to his face and goes, "All right, well, Roxy, can you just keep it going?" And Roxy just giggles and kind of flicks her hand towards the projector or the hologram. And the voice continues, "I will return or get in contact with you in 2 cycles to deliver your first annualized funding and gather a status report. This comes with the caveat of your success, of course. Do well and you can ensure my leadership will provide you additional funds and support where needed. Don't," and she kind of looks, for the first time, she actually looks up away from her tablet. "And you can expect to find you can expect us to find alternatives. This funding is for you to use how you see fit. This comes to the standard rate of 40,000 muns per Lancer per second cycle." She pauses again. "If you have any additional questions, this recording has been pre-programmed with some preloaded answers. There is additional information also loaded on here with the system maps. And she finally kind of puts down her tablet and just kind of goes into this very static, arms down by her sides, just kind of staring, not looking at anything in particular, just kind of staring off.
Des would look at her with a very also blank expression, but very quickly, as soon as she stopped talking, she'd ask, "When do I get to pilot?"
I'm just looking for any panels on the table, like trying to wiggle them loose.
By the way, I should mention, I specialize in defense.
So I'll go from in order of the actions that occurred. So, Des, to answer your question, the admin kind of looks towards. She doesn't like look at you, but her head turns towards like your direction, and responds with, "All you will receive 40,000 muns per lancer per cycle. No mech or automata shall be provided to you." Pyro, as you begin fiddling around with it, Travis begins to kind of just give you a concerned look and just kind of don't touch that, boy.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
And then Aiden, as you say that, I guess we'll continue from there. Are there any more questions for the client?
Can I pilot now?
Do you have a mech?
No.
There you go, little lady. Alrighty then.
McDonald's, we had so many cool mechs.
What's the specifics of the mission?
Literally in the background, a mech's being carried across the floor.
So Travis kind of puts his hands on the table and looks over, and he asks Roxy's, "Go ahead and put him on screen." As he says this, Roxy kind of, you see the giant blue lady sink back into the table, and a total of 6 stars kind of come up to the screen. The first one is a generic, it's a bright orange star. Obviously this is, representing the sun of the solar system, but a total of 5 different, planets that are orbiting this star. From what I'm understanding and based off of what the client is instructing, we're going to be doing essentially some grassroots prep for them. He gestures towards the tablet on the table. We're going to be getting them ready for a takeover, basically. The second founding, from whatever the hell that is, came out here when they were first brought into the system from the Blink Gate, and now whatever the hell a third founding or a third project is going on, they're asking us to get ready for them or something.
So what are we clearing out?
Well, and with that, Travis kind of leans back a little bit and goes, "That's what we gotta figure out. From from the research I've been doing, the original settlers, the Albricks or something like that, originally founded this place, and I don't know, I guess they've been doing something fishy over here. So we gotta go in." And he kind of just stretches his arms. "Go in, take him out. Simple takeover sort of project." And he kind of gives you a wiry look when he says that.
I accidentally break the panel.
You just hear, "Damn it, boy, what'd I say? You're paying for that."
Just lean it back up. It's fine.
The paycheck. Goddamn.
So, with that, and this is where you guys have already gone through the blink gate. You have gotten into the Canopus system. So I'm able to show you guys each of the different planets. There has been some very rudimentary information that has been given, but there's very, very, very sparse information about the planets. Just based off of the preliminary scans that have been done and the information that was provided, I can show you guys, what is on there, but I have no idea who these Albricks are or what kind of installment our client is looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through each of the planets. And then again, we can start, for probably the last 10-15 minutes of today's session, you guys can start formulating a game plan. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the first planet, and Travis says, so first planet, and with that, Roxy kind of brings down the other four, and this first one kind of begins to enlarge in. The only thing we got on this is it's C-01.
I forgot about the Skyrim.
You're gonna like them. The only transparent icon that I could find that was actually easy to use and quickly easy to grab. I don't know. And Travis continues, I don't know. Looks like a planet. It's got some water, lush forests. That's about all I got for you.
I got it, sir. We can fix that problem with ease.
Des would point at one of those white-looking markers and go, "What are those?"
Which ones?
All of them.
Oh, you mean the little hut things? That's what our scanners identified as being a town, a city, a mega structure. We're not quite sure, but there's at least some sort of human presence, large human gathering presence in that area.
Is there a time limit on this?
Are we killing them all, or?
Travis kind of puts his hands and brings his fingers to the bridge of his nose. No, we're not killing them all. We're just gonna be, from what I'm understanding, we're gonna be instilling our own kind of prep group, however the hell the client wants us to do that, and making them ready for. We gotta well, first off, I think we gotta figure out who the hell is running this show, and we gotta figure out how we can either get them under our thumb or,
Oh boy, we're re-educating a system.
We'll be re-educating. That's a good word to use. Yeah, re-educating them for the client.
Oh, like the McDonald's education program. Okay.
Something happened 13,000 years ago. It wasn't too great. A little over 13,000 years ago. I feel like one of us on Earth did something similar to this. And it didn't go too well for them. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure there will be no long-lasting consequences to our actions.
Is there a reason there are only 4 of us doing this mission?
That was all I could afford.
So this is your mission?
It's true. I am cheap.
Well, all things considered, from what I'm understanding, there is a general resistance force, but they're not massive. There's again, the fun thing with Lancers is y'all are expensive, but you're also relatively rare to find. So the fact that I was able to find 4 of you, maybe even a 5th, depending on whether or not my client slips through, we should be okay. We'll see. Well, you should be okay. With that, he kind of snaps his fingers and gestures Roxy to move on to the next one. Now, this next planet, I'm a little bit concerned by. Looks very lush, very dense forest, but ain't nearly as many habitable areas that I was able to identify. So,
I want my mech.
Travis just kind of quietly nods his head. Next one, Roxy. Now this planet, from what I understand, is the original founding planet. This one, C-03, was this was the one that once the blink gate was actually developed and colonists began going through the blink gate, this was actually the founding planet. Everything else more or less has been expanded upon, capitalized, whatever the hell these locals have been up to. So this might be our best bet. I'm not quite sure. And with that, kind of Roxy moves on to the fourth. Now this one was kind of interesting to find. C-04. It looked like there used to be water on the on this planet, but as you can see, there's very little water anymore, and all of it's mostly in the vegetation area. The planet is more or less just a giant desert. The water has all been absorbed, as you guys kind of see on the planet. There are actually some towns and some of these cities that have actually just basically moved out into what would be the ocean space and built a town there, or a village, or a super city, whatever you guys happen to find.
So
And
C-03 would be our best bet then, yeah? Is what you said?
or
Or did I
maybe
mishear? Maybe our best bet.
Maybe. I mean, there's a fifth option as well. There's a lot of different options. And again, this is where you guys can work with the handler and, try and formulate how you want to go about it. But this is C-05. This one, from what we were understanding, is it has the most development, but the least population out of all 4 of the planets in comparative to the amount of habitation that's there. C2 was extremely sparse, but I'm not quite sure why that is. C5 is fairly developed, but it looked like most of the planet is being used for agrarian purposes to support the other 4. And so with that, the planets kind of all return into this natural is it clockwise or counterclockwise rotation around the bright star that they orbit of the Canopus system. And the lights dim, and you guys come back to the table, the meeting room, and the prep room.
I think the last one would be our best bet. If it supplies all of the other planets, that makes it easier to persuade them.
Travis kind of leans on the table and goes, that might be a good idea. I'm thinking it might be... The first thing we're going to probably want to do is some sort of information gathering. I don't like just dropping in guns blazing. That don't make too much sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
So which planet do you guys want to start on then?
I mean, I was gonna say 03, but 05 works too.
I don't care where.
05.
Oh, 05 then.
05 it is.
As long as I get to travel. See cool stuff.
Oh no.
Efficiency.
All right, then, and with that, Travis nods his head and goes, all right, Roxanne, well, you heard the crew. Let's go ahead and get these boys and girls to their hibernation chambers and get set away for C5. And, Roxy, gleefully nods her head and sinks into the table and disappears.
Des would raise her hand.
Yes, what is it?
I just peek down at the panel to see if she's underneath it.
Des would raise her hand, and she would say, hibernation, what?
Well, sure. How do you think you got onto the ship, and how do you think we're gonna be getting there? It'll take us several months just of non-warp space to get there, or non-blink space, I should say.
Understood. And she'd like nod her head. Do you have a phone? I have to call my parents.
Yeah, in the hall.
She's gonna go into the hall.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do before you guys become interred in this the hibernation chambers?
I mean, I might have invented something, but invented or created something, but I need to know whether it's actually going to be used or whether it's worth my time.
Do I need to answer that question now, or?
I mean, we're probably not going to use it this session, so that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just is it in the inventions
Yeah.
page?
It's the AMMR. I just want to know if Dessa is going to use it or not.
I pull out the ice cream machine
yeah.
from my satchel.
I'm able to look at it now. How do I look at it?
You know
I
what?
start looking at the wires underneath the table to see if there's anything I can do to fix it with it.
It's pinned in the
It's in the Lancer channel. Yeah, it should be the most recent comment from Aiden.
Yeah, Lancer Inventions.
Mhm.
And then it's the second table down. And then broke ghost.
Anti-material rifle. That one?
Yes.
I love it. Just from the name, anti-material rifle.
All right, Ghost, do you know what I'm building?
Okay. Well, we'll figure out pricing because I need to put a price tag on all this stuff.
Yeah, 1000%. But like, dude, just based off of the name, like, it's literally anti itself. Like, what the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah,
Will it break if I use it? That would suck. It's only for a one-time use.
yeah. I need to put a nerf on most of the shit Aiden comes up with, but we'll figure that out. Before
I always go the most over top I can think of, just so Ghost can nerf it. That's why.
to reality. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You know,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't want to make something underpowered, so I make something overpowered, so it becomes balanced.
Big brain.
But sure, it tires the shit out of Ghost, but hey, we got an anti-material rifle.
I have stayed up several nights for some of the things you've made.
I fucking love that, honestly.
It's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
All right, good. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do again before we close out?
Find some wires underneath the table. Steal them.
There's just loose wires in there. They don't connect to anything.
Well,
All right, cool. So then, with that, after a phone call has been made and the wires are reconnected to the holographic table, each of you are eventually escorted into the stasis chambers, and the lid slowly comes down and encases you, and the warm, clear liquid begins to slowly fill the pods. And as you take your last waking breath, you look up and see the steel metal frame of what will be your home for the next several days, weeks, months, who knows, but it'll be a trip.
I take one last look at the ice cream machine in my satchel and I just hold it close.
no way. Is it broken?
Yes.
All right, and then with that scene, that is today's session. So, one thing, and this is just real quick for housekeeping, so we will shoot not for this coming week, but the following week. I will also put it in the pins channel. We'll try and shoot for a 5 to 7, or excuse me, 5 to 8 for that. It'll be the second week of May. If anyone has availability schedules, conflicts, whatever happens, just if you can let me know in advance, I'm more than happy to try and work with you guys. I please, if it's not an emergency and if you can't make it, that's cool. I'm more than happy to try and I can make some fluff missions. That's cool. but just please don't drop it on me last minute of like, oh yeah, I can't come. It's like, oh, where are you? Oh, I'm in fucking Antarctica for the next 3 weeks. So, you know, and then not for this mission because there really wasn't a whole lot to go over, but for the end of my missions, I always like to ask for 2 roses and a thorn. That is one thing you liked about the campaign, one thing you saw another person do that you really liked, and then one thing that for me I can work on to either better improve the mission, better improve the campaign, whatever you guys are seeing as something that you would like to see an improvement on. That's kind of your, you know, guaranteed 2 to 3 minutes of just, you know, whatever you're thinking of, or even if it's just a suggestion that you might want to see more of. That's just something I always like to try and do to also kind of better tailor the campaign to your guys' taste. Okay?
Yep.
Cool. Any questions, comments, concerns before we close out?
I already love this.
Good. Good.
I will fix that ice cream machine.
So, in case it wasn't communicated enough, and again, that'll be something I just need to work on with my world building, but you guys have been asked to essentially be the grassroots establishing party for the 3rd project for Union, which is essentially when Union came through in their 2nd project, they colonized this place, but they didn't do it all squeaky clean and friendly like, as the rule, you know, the admin had explained. And now you guys are coming in to identify that 2nd project group and find some way to either get them in tow or get them ready for the 3rd project to come in and take over, essentially. How you guys do that is however you decide to do that. I will just say, though, be aware, you know, as they said, there can be no, what was the 3 rules? It was all worlds must be in compliance. You guys must be able to convince a 3rd project admin to give approval. Your team will oversee all of the Union assimilation into the system, and no political or military faction can impede said assimilation. All right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then with that, get the fuck out of my Discord. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.
Alright, thanks.
Bye.
Alright.
Bye-bye. Cool. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for me. Hi, Ghost Boy. It took me longer than I wanted to remember how to find your Twitch. Had to swap between 3 different browsers and Twitch. So who's Sam Haid? That is Kip. That is Kip's character. What is wrong with Twitch? I had to use one browser to get sound, another used voice chat. Jesus, I don't know. It just sucks. But anyways, that's it for me, boys and girls. I'm gonna be heading off. Let me switch it back to the main thing. There we go. Bueno. All right. See you guys later.